5 years ago, December 2020, Lake Superior, night. The lake is calm and warmer than the freezing air above it. The air is uncharacteristically still, no wind. The Ex Inferis floats motionless, engines idling, deck lights stretching long reflections against the black water. Somewhere beneath the hull, the submersible hangs at the end of its tether, descending into water that has not been disturbed for centuries. The radio crackles. At first, it's only static. Then a voice punches through, ragged and distorted. "Abort the dive! Do you hear me? Stop diving! Bring us up! Please!" The transmission cuts out. No explanation follows, no clarification, only the hiss of dead air. "Bringing her up," someone says, already moving for the controls. Depth readings stall, then slowly they begin to climb. The crane groans to life, steel cables tightening, and they sing as the submersible begins its slow return, water streaming off of it in sheets as the lake gives it back, reluctantly. No further calls come through. The crew gathers at the rail as the rounded shape breaks the surface, lake water falling from all sides. Its lights are dark. It sways as the crane lifts it clear of the water and swings it inward, setting it down on the deck with a dull, hollow thud. For a moment, nobody moves. Someone checks the hull. Someone else taps it with a knuckle. The sound is wrong. It seems too thick, too dull. "Open the hatch," the captain says. The wheel resists, then turns with a wet squeal. Cold air seeps from the seam, carrying the sharp scent of lake water and something older. The crew leans in. The hatch begins to open. Howdy, friends and floor heads. If you haven't figured it out, I'm a huge fan of Liminal Horror. I think this feels like the 8th time I've run it here on the channel. It's very easy for quick pickup horror, and it plays very quickly. Let's get started. Night, December 2025. Lake Superior off the coast of Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Response boat medium. U.S. Coast Guard sector, Northern Great Lakes. The night presses on your patrol boat like a soiled blanket. Early December on Lake Superior always feels older, darker, colder than anywhere else. 4 of you are inside looking out on the lake, warm and shielded from the wind and the cold. In the boat's pilot house, the air still tastes metallic, as if the lake is grinding ice somewhere just out of sight. Your U.S. Coast Guard RBM response boat cuts across the black water that swallows your running lights whole. The wind is a low animal growl across the deck, carrying flecks of half-frozen spray that sting like gravel against your cheeks if you step outside. It's just another routine patrol. Quiet. Even the radio chatter from shore station has thinned to static. The distress signal lights up. At first, it's nothing but distortion, a wet, pulsing roar of noise that sounds almost like multiple people screaming through the same throat. A howl rises under it, bending in pitch, scraping at the edges of the transmission. The entire pilot house seems to vibrate sympathetically, as if the sound has fingers. Then, through the static, a single phrase emerges with impossible clarity. "Liberate me!" Radio falls silent. A moment later, it repeats, the same warped shrieking, the same impossible cry for help. Your equipment readout confirms the signal is broadcasting on an emergency channel that hasn't been used in years. A channel decommissioned after the 2020 accident, the year the Ex Inferis disappeared. Everyone on Lake Superior knows the story. A deep water survey vessel anchored, sending a submersible into the lake's deepest and most remote trench. The boat and crew never returned to shore. No debris field, no bodies, no answers. Documentaries, conspiracy forums, and folklore kept the ghost of the Ex Inferis alive for the past 5 years, long after the official report closed. But this is that ship's old distress band. And it's screaming. You turn your boat towards the coordinates the system manages to scrape together, somewhere ahead. The wind picks up, sharp and rhythmic, like it's trying to warn you. The lake looks bottomless, its surface shifting in bruised colors that don't match the sky. Something shows up on radar. Then, through the haze, you see it. A lone research vessel, 80 yards in length, 40 feet tall. Still and adrift. Running lights, dead. Hull, intact. No movement on deck. Your spotlights sweep across the bow. Slowly, letters emerge from the wet steel. Ex Inferis. And the lake around you feels suddenly impossibly awake.
Well, that's not possible. No ship could hide out here that long.
Doesn't look hiding.
Well, especially a ship where it was all hands on deck to try and find it.
Does it look like it's been underwater?
So you don't really know what the Ex Inferis looked like 5 years ago, right? But let's say that it's been adrift for these 5 years. You would expect probably some considerable damage, more than you're seeing here. The paint is chipped, but not more than just the age of the boat, right? It feels like a bit of a time capsule.
I don't know where it's been hiding, but I mean, it's right here.
My eyes go over to Captain.
Yeah. What's the call, Captain?
Well, we better check it out. Someone's making a call from there. We should see
Yeah,
what's
but you
going
know the
on.
protocol, right? I mean, we don't just jump on a ship that we don't know anything about. Who knows what kind of bugs might be aboard?
Well,
It's a distress beacon.
let's radio it in and pull up close enough to get a closer look.
Well,
I'm trying to capture Captain Jack's attention, which I just realized that you're Captain Jack, so that's going to be fun. Because we neglected our usual pre-patrol ritual this evening, and now that something interesting is happening, I'm suddenly feeling its absence very much.
Oh no, this is before we're done. We haven't done it yet. We're good.
Yeah. Oh, is that at the end? Okay.
At the end, before we let anyone else leave.
Oh, okay. I thought it was at the beginning. All right.
I think
that's
we're
sort of
okay.
Okay.
So far, so good.
I've got the thermos of like tomato soup that we share on the deck ready.
Fantastic. Scratch, radio that in. Doc, get your kit ready just in case. And Washington, pack up your gear as well. We'll head over and get close.
And you're on a medium patrol boat. It's about the third of the size of this research vessel. You would have to have a boarding ladder, which you do. That you'd have to hook and then climb up to get on deck. Lieutenant Scratch, you've been ordered to radio this in.
Yeah.
All you're getting is static, which with the weather and how far you are, you're in a part of Lake Superior now where even with clear weather, you wouldn't be able to see shores.
Yeah, I'm going to record a brief message and then set it to loop every 90 seconds or something like that. And then
Captain, I don't think we should all head over there. I mean, you don't know what kind of whatever, bugs, germs, whatever. I mean, it seems like need to have a smaller boarding party. I volunteer. I mean, I am the scientist. Come on.
That's cute.
You got to give me something to do
first.
Great.
Well,
Are we splitting the party already? Is that what we're doing?
well, as long as everyone has their updated tetanus shot, we should be okay.
This thing has been adrift for 5 years.
Exactly.
It could have Ebola on it for all we know.
Really?
I'm being sarcastic, guys.
Well, I mean, we've got masks, right?
Masks.
There you go. Sure.
Okay. All right, guys. Obviously, you haven't taken your hazardous material training, have you?
Look, if we hadn't received a distress call, I would say let's radio it and wait. But we are. And it doesn't, we're too far out for it to be kids playing pranks on the old channel at this point.
Yeah,
and the ship is right here.
And Coast Guard protocol is you would need to respond to a distress call.
Yeah.
Scratch, why don't you and I go over?
Yeah, I think the two of us make the most sense.
All right. Grab your gear and head over. Keep in close contact. Let us know if you need anything.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. We'll just check it out first, and then you two follow us up.
And all four of you have, like a police person, like a cop would have, has the radio clipped, to your lapels. So it sounds like Lieutenant Scratch and Seaman Krause, Dr. Krause, are headed out. Door gives a little bit of resistance in your pilot house. You press it open. The wind is bad. Everything is sideways. There's a snow, but there's some bits in the snow. You can tell there's some ice, a slight bit of hail, and it feels just a slight ting on the side of your face when you get out there. And it's that, yes, I'm dressed for this weather. Why do I still feel cold? Lake Superior. You get out. Right by the deck on the front of your boat is a long foot locker. You can open it. It's got a boarding ladder on it. Just a matter of throwing it up there. It'll hook to the hull, and then you attach the bottom to your boat, and then you're able to climb.
Let's do it.
You want to go first?
Yeah, obviously.
I'm a doctor.
That's my only
fighter.
job here is to go first.
I'll let you do that.
Red shirt.
So, Lieutenant, you start
Swear,
climbing,
you promise not to say that anymore.
looking for any kind of movement.
Hmm.
The only movement is the slight bobbing of the boats. Despite the wind, the lake is stiller than you would anticipate it. You'd expect something a little choppier at this point.
No, I appreciate that.
You get to the top of the hull, and you're in the back of the main deck. At the edge, before you hop on, in front of you, you can see the A-frame tow on the back. It's a large rigging with a hook. Would allow this boat to hook onto another boat and be able to tow it, or for itself to be towed. A huge knuckle crane on the far side of where you're boarding that's used to pick up the submersible that's next to it. You would hook the top of the submersible, lift it, swing it out, and then slowly lower it. There's a huge pulley system that keeps it attached. And then the front of the boat, which is all interior.
Much as I would love to start investigating right away, my job is to make sure that this is clear and then clear the way for people that know what they're doing, like the scientist and the engineer. So I do a sweep, maybe walk across to the other edge of the boat.
So you're hopping on the boat.
Yeah. We got to at some point, right?
So you get up there, your boots hit the deck. There's a fog that you really didn't feel on your boat. Maybe it's the height. Maybe it's because you're a little bit farther up. The air is dense like damp cotton. You can almost taste it. You swear you're seeing shapes in the fog out of the peripheral of your vision. I think it might be making you a little jumpy, but you quickly realize there's nobody there. The entire deck is empty. All you can hear is the groaning of a boat that's on Lake Superior.
I'm going to call out one time. This is Lieutenant Nicholas Scratch of the Coast Guard. If anyone is here, come out.
An odd echo comes back to you, your own voice, but nothing else.
That is odd. Okay, I'll give it a good 30 seconds and then step back to the ladder. It looks clear. Top deck.
Yeah, so you're on the main deck. The way to get to top deck, you'd have to go into the interior.
Sorry, I should have studied my boats.
As you're walking around this, taking your time, I want to get a sense of what the doctor's doing. Doctor, are you staying on the ladder and kind of letting him sweep the deck to make sure it's clear, or are you getting on?
While he's doing that, because I know he's gonna yell at me if I try to come over too soon, I'm trying to look through the rain and the mist and see if I can see any movement, because I have a better perspective of the whole thing than he does. Just trying to get a sense of what might be going on.
So it's a little frustrating when Lieutenant kind of goes over towards the other side of the boat, because the fog is thick enough that you can see the shape of him, but you have a hard time seeing him himself. And Lieutenant, as you kind of turn the corner, and a couple questions about Lieutenant Scratch. Are you married?
Not anymore.
What's your ex-wife's name?
Nancy.
You keep seeing those shapes And then by one of the doors into the main interior is a woman. Nancy.
Hello?
Standing there. And I can't say she's looking at you because her eyes have been gouged out as she stands there. Can you roll a d4 for me? I need you to take some stress damage.
I would love to roll a d4 for you.
All right, go ahead and take 2 stress damage. What's your hit protection?
It is 4.
All right, let's drop that down to 2.
Uh,
What is your reaction, Lieutenant?
Nope. No, that's incorrect. What I'm saying is incorrect. So, assuming that, like like I blink and look away and look back, trying to see if it's like a trick of the light or something. If it goes away right away.
She's not there.
Okay. All right. Fine. Then that's as far as I need to unpack this in this moment. The divorce was somewhat recent, so it's fresh on my mind.
Dr. Krause, you're still on the ladder?
He's taking too long, so I'm going to go across.
You get yourself over, and he's actually out of your sight because he's kind of gone around the corner as part of the front area there. And did you make any sound, Lieutenant, when you saw your
I did not.
weird vision?
Nope.
Dr. Krause, as you get on the deck, give me a sense of what we're doing here. We're going to walk where we last saw Lieutenant. Are you going to sweep a different area? You've got the crane, the tow, the submersible, and then around the corners where you get to access to the interior, the doors.
I'm going to call out on the radio. Hey, Captain, what do we remember about this? What are the news stories?
So, Captain knows a couple things. This has been a bit of a boogeyman for the Coast Guard in particular, because you guys, not you personally, but the Coast Guard, spent almost 8 months searching for wreckage, some debris, some sign of what happened to this research vessel. It left. It was supposed to be gone for 5 days. And the 6th day, nothing. 7th day, nothing. 8th day is when the Coast Guard was brought in to start searching. And it had recorded its plan. It was going to be here, where you are now, which is right above the deepest trench in Lake Superior, almost dead center. 8 or 9 people on the crew, half of them scientists, half of them part of the boat crew themselves. Captain was an older gentleman. You can't remember his name off the top of your head, Jack. But an experienced boatman.
I'll relay that information. She disappeared. There was no sign. Searches were done. And Craig, I think while they're over there, one of the things I'll try to do is see if I can look anything up on anything like that. But I feel like that's going to end up covering it. But
yeah, it's, very quickly when you start like searching for information on the Ex Inferis, it quickly devolves into bulletin boards and Reddit threads, right. And
yeah. So I feel like that's like where I found what is the official information is what I'll relay. And we'll
honestly, that some of those things are more accurate than the official reports.
So, Dr. Krause, as you're radioing in, you're standing on the deck. Boat's awfully still for being this windy, but the lake was pretty calm. That's possible. What are you doing?
I think I'm going to try to head into the wheelhouse.
So you walk to where you last saw Lieutenant go, right around the corner. I'm not sure how you missed it. It must be the fog. areas of the boat that, even though this is an open deck, that possibly could have hid them. But someone jumps out and tackles you. You're thrown onto your back. Your head hits the deck. On top of you is a person. It looks like they have torn the flesh off their face and gouged out their eyes. And they're screaming something at you. It sounds like Latin.
Okay. I'm assuming I don't know Latin.
You recognize it probably from med school, but no.
Yeah.
So we actually have two things to do here.
Yeah.
We're going to need to take 1d4 strength damage
Okay.
for hitting the deck. So roll me a d4. All right. What is your hit protection?
It's 6.
Okay. I'll drop it down to 4. I also need you to take 1d4 stress damage, please.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a first.
Oh,
And that'll be 3. What does that put your hit protection at now?
puts it at 1.
Okay. Instinctively, I think you're going to try to react, maybe try to push him off. And as soon as you touch this person, this skinless person, it's just air and fog.
Okay.
You are on your back. You can feel where your head hit. Lieutenant, you heard him fall.
Yeah, I'm coming. Straight up. Doctor, what happened?
Well, I don't know. I think I just slipped, but I'm not sure.
You slipped?
Well, yeah, that's the story I'm going with because anything else is stupid. Help me
Well,
up, please.
Yes, I help him up. This doesn't sit right with me considering what I just saw and set aside as a single anomaly, but him saying that his very, very obvious lie that he slipped is now 2 things in the span of 2 minutes that are not acceptable.
20 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was about to radio for the other 2 to come over. Now I'm thinking, no, let's go back to the other boat and talk before. As a security officer, I'm not going to invite more people onto this boat until I'm satisfied about these things.
Sure.
I would like to see if we could find the logbook first. Come on.
We
We got to have something to go on here.
He's pulling at my curiosity now, which is not fair. Okay.
I mean, how are we
But-
going to know what we're dealing with if we can't find a logbook of some sort?
That's
You
the
stay
commander's
right by
job.
my side. You have your gun. Whatever you want to do with it.
I don't read the logbooks. You don't read the logbooks. That's the commander's job.
Okay, the commander can read the logbooks. I don't care. But we need the logbooks. I'm a scientist. You start with what you know, and then you kind of move out, right?
Speaking of
Come
the commander
on.
and the captain, it's been a couple minutes since I heard Dr. Krause radio in.
I look over at the captain, and I'm going to ask, Captain, should I call them? It shouldn't take this long.
I'll go ahead and I'll radio Scratch. Scratch, give me an update. How are we doing out there?
The doctor fell with heavy quotation marks, and I don't like what I'm seeing here, Captain. The doctor's opinion is that we should find the logbook right now. I do not share this opinion, but it's your call.
Join the Coast Guard for adventure. Come on, Scratch.
Nope, I joined the Coast Guard for a paycheck.
The logbook sounds like a great idea. Why don't you guys bring that back? And we'll
We're
take
back?
a look at it over here.
Yes, sir.
Kind of point at you, making fun of you. And start
Oh.
off on my way.
Don't even start.
Scratch, keep an eye on the doctor.
That's
Commander?
just the general state.
Captain, can you ask at least one of them if they found out who did the distress call?
You're welcome to ask that question, Washington.
I'm.
Yeah, you got a radio.
I know. I'm hearing the conversation. I'm gonna radio.
Have we any
over
signs? Any signs of any
life.
signs of life out there?
I mean, that's another reason to get into the wheelhouse, right? See if they have some sort of weird recording that all of a sudden decided to kick off.
No
Well,
signs
Who knows?
of
Maybe it was a
life
seagull.
per se.
LT and Doc, what have you two been doing in the past 5 minutes?
Well, I've been falling on my
Our
ass. I don't
jobs,
know what everybody
Commander.
else has been doing.
Let's get into the bridge, get the logbook, and get back. Okay.
So, Dr. Cross and Scratch, you guys have been on the deck. I think this is several minutes have passed as you're communicating, making contact. Go ahead and reset your hit protection, please. So as you come around to the center, you're kind of in the center of the main deck, and you're looking forward towards the where the housing is. And there's 3 doors. 2 of them are marked. The door on the left seems to be to like a almost it's attached, but almost looks like freestanding. And it's marked up top as cooler. The door on the right hand side is also marked as wet lab. Dr. Krause, very normal to have a wet lab on a research vessel like this. The door ahead, though, likely brings you to the main area. It is not marked.
I'm leading the way based on my knowledge of how these boats are laid out. I'm going to get the log. I'm going to do the mission as stated, and not get sidetracked by doctory stuff. And neither are you, Dr. Cross.
All right, I'll be good. But
By
man, I want to see
doctory
what's in that
stuff.
lab.
There's plenty of time.
All right. I behave and follow and do what I'm told.
Okay. So you get up to the dock or up to the door. It's got the standard latch, which is a little tight, Lieutenant, but not anything that makes you nervous by any stretch of the imagination. And you open it up, and this is kind of a passageway, a hallway. It feels real tight, but as soon as you get to the interior of a boat like this, everything feels closed in. The ceilings feel a little low. The walls, you wish they were a little bit farther apart and gave you a little bit more breathing room. The air is really stale and surprisingly humid. The sound of your footsteps seem to be smothered. You would expect them to be louder than they are as you step into it. Along the left-hand side of this passageway are stairs leading up, which you would assume takes you probably up to a pilot house, and then stairs leading down under deck. There's a door to the left. It says stateroom up above it. That'd probably be where the crew sleeps. Right-hand side is marked head. Obviously the latrine. And then the door at the far end of the hallway, if you walk all the way down this hallway, says mess up above it. So you'd expect a galley and a mess hall up there. And then the one that's directly to your right as you walk in, you don't know where that goes. It's not marked, but it probably would lead back to the wet lab, which you saw the door for before.
You want me to head up and get the book? See if it's up there? You can check out the stateroom.
Nope. Nope,
What's
we will
gotten
not
into
be
you
splitting
tonight?
up, Doctor.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? What's gotten into me tonight?
I
We're on
know,
board a ghost ship, Doctor.
I know it's creepy. It is really creepy.
We will not be splitting up any further than we already have. We will be getting the logbook together, and we will be getting off of this ship.
Yep. I'll follow your lead.
Thank you.
So you guys head up to the second level. This is another passageway. Once you get up to the top of the steps, you're now facing the directions you came from, but you're on the second level. There's another door which probably leads to the second aft deck, or the forward deck, back outside. Another latrine door on your left. The door at the very top of the steps has stateroom up above it, so second crew quarters. And then on the far left of you, past the latrine, is the captain's quarters. And then you'd have to wind around, but there's another series of steps that would take you up to the third level, which is where the pilot house would be.
Okay. I mean, I assume that the captain's quarters is where the logbook would be.
You'd figure there or in the pilot house would most
Yeah,
commonly where you
that's-
would see the logs.
Dr. Krause, thoughts between the two?
Let's go to the pilot house.
Okay. All right,
Think
we'll
so,
start
the
there.
lab lab.
Up the steps.
It better not be.
Look, that's
So-
where I'd put it.
So, I mean, it still looks kind of like the ship is aged, but there's nothing unusual to it.
So
I guess where my head is, I'm trying to determine if it's been underwater or anything like
it
that.
hasn't. It definitely hasn't been underwater, and you'd expect to smell like rot, right? Like rotten food even, or something from the mess or something. Like if this thing had been sitting around for 5 years, it doesn't feel that way at all.
Yeah.
So you head up the steps. And you get into the pilot house. It feels very exposed up here. Though there's glass, it feels like you could almost feel the wind from the lake coming in. The door to the outside is open, which is unexpected, but it explains the condensation and ice that's on the floor. There's even some salt and some grit there. And Dr. Krause, kind of what you've been looking for, you would suspect the door didn't just open. It may have been open for a long time.
Okay.
Surprisingly, the navigation up front by the wheel is flickering in and out. How this thing after 5 years still has power is a little hard to understand. You see charts over on a table, doors on the left and the right that lead to the top deck. And at the top of the steps, Lieutenant, there's a pile of fish bones that are neatly stacked at the very center, right above the top step.
I do a scan of the room just to see if there's any movement or anybody, any remains or anything. And then, Doctor, would you please take a look, see if you can find the logbook? And I'm going to go over the radio. Commander Washington, how long does the onboard power for these boats last typically?
Responding back, even with emergency power, if the boat has it, about a year.
Because we have some power up here.
That's impossible.
I thought the same.
Go ahead. That could explain the radio message.
Yeah. hmm In fact, Dr. Krause, is there like anything playing from up here?
There's nothing playing, but you can see the radio, and you can see the mic handset just dangling.
I walk over and I pick it up, and
It's tuned to that decommissioned channel.
mhm.
There's a
I
half.
call
cup
for
of coffee
our
next
ship
to it.
just to see if it broadcasts.
It comes through, Captain. You hear it. You hear Dr. Krause come through on the same thing, same level of static though. So before it was that scream, and then that very clearly "liberate me" came through. Dr. Krause's voice is coming through the same, just not nearly as creepy. You do catch this coffee cup that's next to the radio that's half full.
Huh.
The coffee's cold, the cup is cold, but coffee evaporates in 5 years.
Or the cup would have fallen over at some point, right? Okay, is there a logbook? All right.
I pick up this cup to smell. What do I smell?
Coffee.
Ebola. That's what you
Bad.
smell.
Bad coffee.
I thought about that. I set it down. I don't say a word.
Okay, just radioing progress. We didn't find a logbook in the pilot's room, so we're going to go down to the captain's quarters, and then if it's not there, then we'll need to re-strategize.
I want to respond to you. You two be careful over there, because there has to be someone else on that boat with you in order to make this call.
Acknowledged.
Scratch. How's your head feeling? I mean, are you feeling dizzy or woozy or anything?
No. Why?
Neither.
Are you?
Just wondering if they're gases or anything.
Oh, okay. No lightheadedness. Let's make haste, because
Yeah, I think I'm kind of in the same mindset as you. Let's get out of here. So what do you make of those fish bones, though?
I don't make anything at all. Doctor, it's not my department.
I examine it. Have I seen anything like this before?
So you look down at them. They're very thin and brittle fish
Mhm.
bones. Your best guess, Doc, is it would probably take 3 or 4 fish, or maybe one large fish like a pike, to generate this many bones. And when you touch them, they're surprisingly warm to the touch. And Lieutenant, as you see Dr. Krause on his knee touching these bones, you start to feel a faint vibration. And it's almost rhythmic. Maybe it's an engine, but you don't really hear anything. You just feel the boat kind of kind of a vibrating pulse.
Is it the pulse of like the engine trying to start itself, or some kind of power source?
It's really hard to say what it is, but it is, and it's impacting the floor and the walls, and it's not loud. You can't hear anything. It's just a vibration, the kind of feeling you would expect if the boat was running, right? The kind of thing that when you're on a boat for a while, you just don't feel it anymore, because it just becomes normalized
Until it's gone.
Exactly.
And it was gone, and now it's back.
Correct.
Okay. Doctor, let's pick it up. Let's check the captain's quarters, and then whether the logbook is there or not, we need to reconvene.
All right. So I make my way to the captain's quarters, unless you want to push me out of the way.
No, I'm already going down the ladder and stuff.
Okay.
So you head back down the steps out of the pilot house. And you get to the main deck. You see the door right there for the captain's stateroom. Checking in on my commander and captain.
I presume they're giving us regular radio updates, and we're gonna watch the ship. Is anything happening to the ship, like visually from here? Okay,
No.
so nothing like it's starting to move or anything horrible like that.
Surprisingly, just really still.
Okay.
Really, really still. If anything, feels a little too still.
I will look over to Captain and just say, I'm going to assume we're planning to tow this thing back with us.
Surely we have to.
Right? It has power, but I don't trust that.
Agreed. Once the others get back, then we'll move over to position to rig up for towing.
Heard.
So we're at the captain's quarters. And I assume that we're opening the door?
Yeah.
Have you communicated the bones or the coffee cup to the ship?
I have not. I don't know if Kraus has.
Is your gun out?
No.
Okay. The door's not locked. You open it. Tight, small room. There's a narrow bed along the far wall. Its sheets are pulled tight, except for where that person's sleeping. There's a small desk up against the wall. And if you're looking for the logbook, it apparently, your guess is the huge ledger on there. The man's sleeping under a very neatly tight bed. Older gentleman, gray hair. He's got his back to you. He's sleeping on his left side. And you could hear him just kind of snoring.
We may have a survivor.
I move carefully over toward the person, and I put my hand on his shoulders.
Now my gun is out. Or no, my hand is on it.
Okay.
Hey there. Are you awake?
So you touch his shoulder and you get kind of on top of him. You can see his face. Maybe mid to late 50s, but a healthy mid to late 50s. And looking at his face right above the bed, right in front of your face, is a family photo. You can see a woman and with two daughters and an older man there. It's the same guy. All kinds of rumors about Captain Davis. You go through enough Reddit threads and you find out just, was he a heavy drinker? I heard that he and his wife were getting split up. Just all kinds of things stirred around about Captain Davis. And as you try to kind of wake him or shake him a little bit, Doc, he doesn't seem to be responding, but he is breathing. And the only thing that you notice is it feels slower and more shallow than somebody who's in a deep sleep. And honestly, as much as you're kind of shaking his shoulder and talking, he should be out of REM sleep at least, even if he's not awake yet.
Hey, Washington. I need my bag. I need my medical bag. Can you get it over here? Looks like we've got a survivor.
Yeah, on my way.
Does he look like he's aged?
Nope.
Okay.
as I'm getting his bag, I'm grabbing all of my stuff and
Okay.
heading over.
Yeah, just bring everything.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm letting you go by yourself.
You should.
Let's leave no one alone at this point.
I have a question for on this ship because we know that there is a man on there. Do we have like a portable, like human gurney?
Like oh, you sure? Yeah, there would
That's what
definitely
I
be one
was
on the boat.
wondering. Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to bring that over with the captain.
yeah, it's collapsible, so you can carry that. No problem. And it sounds like
You want to
Captain
drop
Thompson, you're-
anchor, all the important things, and do Coast Guard things that make sure these two ships are attached to each other.
Yeah, unfortunately, your anchor's not going to be long enough for this part of
Cool.
Lake Superior.
That's
But you
true.
are
Weird.
what you can do is you can tether hooks to the ship, so at least
Yeah.
it's likely anchored. A research vessel like this would have a deep enough anchor. So if you want to like
Especially
kind of
with how still it is.
stay close, you may want to just
Yeah, let's do
put a
that.
hook or two.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to roll the guy over onto his back.
And you do that, and you can see his eyeballs moving under his eyelids like somebody in a very, very deep sleep. Commander and Captain, who's going up the ladder first?
Oh, I'll go up the ladder first.
Oh, Scratch is dead.
That happened a little too early.
So, Captain, you get up to the top. It's as I've described to everybody else, that thick fog. It seems colder. The air feels thicker up here. And you flip over the side of the boat and your feet touch. And you look down and there's water. It's about ankle deep. And it seems to be rising pretty quick. And it's cold, black lake water.
Wait. Like on the deck of the ship?
On the deck. The deck is filling up, Captain.
That's not ideal. Where's it coming from?
It's
Is it-
really difficult to tell. The boat isn't tilting,
But the side of the ship
Um,
is still above the water, and there's
it
just
is.
water.
but the deck is filling with water.
Like, how high would the deck be if it were like all the way to the top of the deck and spilling over?
It probably like 4 foot, 5 foot.
Oh, geez, that's not great.
It's cold. The water's really, really cold. There's no question the ship is sinking, Captain.
Wait. The ship is sinking?
It has to be. It's filling with water.
Mm. Washington, I think we might have a problem here. And I'll radio to Kraus. I think this ship's taking on water, guys. We might need to move it. But I do think that I still want Washington to get on the ship because we want to try to get this person off.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to get out the way, Captain.
I'm out of the way.
And as you walk further to get out of Commander's way so she can get up there on you, you look down and your feet are dry.
Oh, damn it.
1d4 stress damage, please.
I get up.
What's your hit protection?
It was 5.
Okay, let's drop it down to 1. Commander, you get up to the top
Mhm.
and there's no way Captain didn't see it
Yeah.
or see them. The 3 bodies over by the submersible.
I'm going, I'm going toward the bodies. Because what the hell?
So you immediately cross the deck through the fog. You're getting close to the bodies. All of them have like pruned faces. They're bloated from being underwater. There's lake water dripping out of the corner of their mouth. You flash back to look at Captain to say, like, what the hell? Like, and you look back and they're gone too. So let's pause for a second while you do 1d4 stress damage, Commander. I want to pause for a second, talk about what the two of you have just gone through. You've gotten onto a deck. The deck was filling with water. Now it's not, Captain.
Right.
Commander, you saw submerged, drowned people on the deck by the submersible. You head over to them, you turn back, and there's nobody there. What is your hit protection now after taking 1?
4.
Captain, did you say we were taking on water?
There's a word for this. Belay that? Is that the right word? Something I thought there was, but everything looks fine now. Something's going on here.
Is there some type of gas leak on this vessel?
I think we need to check that out.
Assuming that both Doctor and I agree that this captain is a physical person and not a hallucination, then
I rolled him
then
over.
let's get him out of the room. I do a scan to see if there's a logbook in here to pocket it.
Yeah, there's a ledger on the desk.
Okay, I grab that, pocket it, and then Doctor help me with his feet, and then let's get him.
They've got the stretcher. Let's get the stretcher up here because I do not want to injure this dude. So
okay,
he's not waking up at all.
He doesn't appear to be.
So I'm going into the thing. Well, he must be in some sort of coma.
Captain, Commander, we're going to bring the survivor out to the midship. We'll be right there. Actually, we need the gurney.
Yeah, we're going to bring the
with the
stretcher to
gurney?
you.
Yeah,
bring
we're
the stretcher to
coming
you.
down.
And you're in the captain's quarters, so we'll head that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the two of you go through the main cabin door that takes you off of the bottom of the first deck. Take the stairs up. The door is open. You can see the back of Lieutenant Scratch there. Commander, you unfold the stretcher and bring it in with you.
All right. Okay. And I look
Go
at
ahead.
the actual person that's there and just kind of check if it's breathing, more so to see if I'm hallucinating.
Sure. Yeah. You
we
can
checked
touch him.
that.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
you can touch him. You load him onto the gurney or the stretcher, and his eyes open.
Hey,
Who's
Captain.
holding the feet? Who's holding the head of this?
I'm
at
at
the
the head.
You're at the head.
I'm not.
Lieutenant, you're down at the feet.
Sure.
Okay. So he's looking directly at you, upside down, as you're holding this and it's a little tight, trying to navigate in these tight quarters, this captain's quarters, try to get this stretcher out. His eyes open up and he looks at you and he goes, "The dark is coming. It's coming." And
Okay.
he's trying to get out of the stretcher.
No. Stay still. Stay still.
Oh, no,
Captain, you are
we don't
in
have
shock.
time. We don't have time.
Come on, help me hold him
Slap
down.
Lynn.
We have
Just try to
straps.
physically keep him down.
Yeah.
Are we going to put down the stretcher?
I guess we're gonna have
I'm holding
to.
the feet right now.
Oh, is that something that we can just help with while you still have him up and we don't have to stop and do this? We can just strap the straps. I assume it has sort of stabilizing
hard.
straps.
Yeah.
Yep.
Strap him down. Come on. We gotta hurry.
All right.
I think
Pretty
we're gonna
quick,
have
the
to
two
give
of
him
you,
a.
commander and captain, you get over there. You guys have drilled this, right? This is
Yeah.
been done. It's just Velcro straps. He's resisting. No, you gotta let me up. You gotta let me up. The dark is coming. It's coming, I tell you.
It's okay,
We're gonna
Captain
get you
Davis.
out of
We're going to
here.
get you out of here.
Yes.
He's getting more and more agitated.
Oh God.
Let's get him across. Let's get him into our ship.
Doctor, anything
Yeah.
to help calm him down, maybe?
Over in our ship. Yes.
But didn't Commander bring your bag over?
Yeah, your bag is here if you want to
There's so many
And
things.
I hold it up because I'm like,
Here, somebody get this end.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And I rummage through the bag and I find a syringe, and I'm assuming I have some sort of sedative.
Yeah.
That Kevin, the non-doctor, does not understand what it would be.
It's role play.
Just promise me that you flick the needle.
Of course
before
you
you.
And I do the little squirt so the little drops come out
Yep.
at the top.
Yep. And you're able to put it right into his arm, and you gotta let. Oh. And he fades away.
Let's get him back over to the ship. We got to get him into a place where I can examine him.
yeah.
How are we gonna get him over the ladder? Should we use this ship's infirmary?
I don't want to use this. I have no idea what kind of contaminants are here.
Surely
Yeah.
Pretty
we
sure might be a gas
We've
leak here as well.
And I'm sure we've trained on how to get somebody from ship to ship.
All right.
That's my thinking, is that we have some mechanism for doing this.
Yeah, you've got him strapped, right? So you would be able, between the four of you, get one down the ladder and just kind of slide him down the incline of the ladder, keeping him strapped in. He wouldn't come out of the cot. So you guys work your way back down the stairs, and again, navigating with this thing is tough. You just wish you had a little bit more room to be able to do the 180 on the stairs as you go down that flight. But you're able, the four of you, to do the Tetris needed to get him out onto the main deck.
Okay.
No water, no bodies,
Okay.
no ex-wife, no skinless men jumping you.
That's good. So when we get back onto our ship, I want to take him into the exam room, and going to kind of set things up there, and I'm going to do the vital signs to see if there's anything unusual there.
So blood pressure's high. This is also a guy who's lived on a boat most of his life and probably doesn't have the best diet. So it's not any higher than would be within parameters for a man his age. His heart is slow than you would, his pulse is weaker than you would, but you just drugged the guy. So that's doable. Just doing a preliminary exam, taking his, opening up his shirt, things like that. There's no signs of injury, bruising. He appears healthy.
I want to start an IV to give him some fluids. And while I'm, when I'm putting in the IV, I also want to do some blood work, because I'm assuming we have, I do have my samples, but.
Yeah, you'd be able to take blood. I don't know if you'd be able to analyze the blood here on the boat.
Yeah.
But if you want to take some blood so you can take it back to shore, definitely.
Yeah. Anything look unusual? Okay. So I'm giving him just some fluids.
What's the
and kind
conversation?
of-
Go ahead, Doc.
I want to open up I just want to open up its clothes and look and check and
Yeah,
see what's going on.
you're doing just the cursory thing, right? Look, checking them all over, or seeing if there's any injuries, checking his joints and moving his elbows and his knees. And man, he's a healthy man. As Dr. Krause is in the back of the guard boat, where are the three of you?
So I do not return to our boat.
Okay. You're staying on deck.
As we lower him down with the doctor, my opinion as security officer is, if there's one survivor here, we do need to do a sweep.
We definitely need to do a sweep of the boat.
Yeah, so I would prefer us be in groups of two. So commander and captain, who would like to stick with the doctor and who would like to come with me.
I want to start getting this vessel prepared to be tugged by ours as well.
I think that's the
but
best
we-
idea, yeah.
We can do that after the sweep.
All right, you guys go. Keep in radio contact. Let us know if you need anything.
Yes, sir.
Heard.
Commander, you know these ships better than I do. Where should we start looking for other survivors?
For sure, the rest of the any of the bunks, probably the maintenance area. I think if we found the previous captain in this type of state, we might want to check possibly some closets as well.
Closets, okay.
Yeah. So
Well,
check out the bunks first.
All right.
And then infirmary.
I'm going to lead the way, but it's up to you where we go.
Okay.
So there's, as you go into the main door, back inside the boat, off of the back deck where you are, you had that first stateroom right directly to your left. That's between the set of stairs going up and the set of stairs going down. I take it that's where we're headed.
Yeah, I'm following her.
Oh, and y'all are going to leave the logbook with us, yeah?
Yes, I do pass it off.
Cool.
The stateroom is locked.
Locked is such a relative term.
Locked is a relative term when you have a blowtorch.
I'm going to try just
Yes.
forcing it open before we resort to fire.
Okay. See, kind of put your shoulder into it. It's got some give. I mean, this is not Fort Knox, right? Give it a good bump, Lieutenant, and you'll be able to bust it open.
All right. Once I judge how much resistance is there, I just give it a good kick.
Just give it enough, yeah.
Yeah.
The door pops inward, and this room is slightly larger than the captain's quarters. You smell body odor, you smell sweat, something you would anticipate to smell in a stateroom, just not a stateroom that hasn't been used in 5 years.
Well, it does linger.
There's 3 sets of bunks that line the wall. They're packed tight. There's 6 lockers on the floor. And in the far right corner, kind of wedged between the 2 sets of bunks in the back, there's somebody curled up in kind of an uncomfortable fetal position with their back to you, and they're not moving.
I gesture and say, Nikki.
Yep. Yeah, I see it. We may have a survivor, possibly a cadaver. And I'm going to slowly approach. My weapon is drawn at this point.
He doesn't seem to be doing anything as you approach. You're now within arm's reach.
Let's nudge him with my... Do you say he was on the floor?
Yeah, he's kind of like, he's almost like in a fetal position. His knees are pressed up against, his face is buried in his knees. And as you get closer, you can see that he's breathing. So he's not dead.
Gonna nudge him a little bit with my foot.
He turns up. It's a young man. God, if he's 20, he's 15. He looks up at you, and he's shaking, and he turns around, and he's gonna try to press past you, trying to get the fuck out of this room. Give me a quick strength save.
10 for 15.
Yep. So yeah, 10 under 15. So you're good. He tries to press up against you. You instinctively grab him. It's going to take 2 hands though. So I want to know what you're doing with the gun. You won't have time to extra it.
Yeah, I mean, my finger's not on the trigger, so I've got it by the holster. The handle.
And just kind of bear hugging him.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to shoulder him to the ground, pressing him down.
Okay.
With my forearm.
He is violently resisting you. And he's saying noises, but they're not words. Commander, what are you doing?
I'm gonna walk over and try to de-escalate the situation. Um, we wouldn't have handcuffs on us, I'm gonna assume, because we didn't
I got
expect.
zip ties.
Somebody has zip
You got
ties.
zip ties?
I have zip ties.
Yeah,
Oh,
Lieutenant has zip
awesome.
ties.
I'm
They're hanging off
going
my belt,
to
accessible.
perfect. I'm gonna like just reach over, grab the zip ties, and I want to zip tie this guy's hands behind his back.
So
And once I see what she's doing, I maneuver him.
you're helping, yeah.
like,
And I don't
in
need a roll
position.
between the two of you. It takes more than you think it would. And it's not that he's abnormally strong. He is just
Right.
he's got freak out adrenaline strength right now. And is trying to squeeze away from you. You've got him pressed with your knee on his back like a good cop would, Lieutenant. And you've got his arms behind his back, and you're able to zip tie him.
Mhm.
Captain, where
Then I
where are you
remove my
looking?
knee from his back like a good cop would.
Oh, look at you.
My zip tie his legs.
I think I'm
Wait, so-
in.
You're using 3 at that point. Then I've got a tracker on this.
Oh no, just one. Just one.
Well, it takes 2 to handcuff somebody properly with zip ties.
Two
Oh
then.
no, it's zip tie handcuffs. So one set will handcuff.
Oh,
somebody.
wow, great. Okay, perfect.
We're gonna assume that's what they're for,
Yeah.
and so one use of them is one hold a person. I think while I'm waiting on the doctor's analysis, I'm gonna be in our pilot room, looking through this logbook to see if there's anything worth knowing in it.
As you're flipping through it, it's normal stuff. It's about the logbook goes all the way back, right? So you get up to this expedition 5 years ago. You're flipping through. There's markings of dive this far, dive that far. Analysis in the wet room, soil samples, water samples from 700 yards down. Just kind of flipping through it. The last entry is a morning, 5 years from today. Just recording that they were going to go deep and try to actually reach the bottom of the trench today. Nothing after that.
That was less than helpful. No mad ranting.
But it is literally 5 years ago to the day.
Fantastic. Okay.
So you got him zip tied. His legs are free, so you're going to have to just still physically control him, Lieutenant and Commander.
Yeah, I'll just kneel on his shins.
Okay.
Yeah. And I want to try my best to calm him down. Like, I'm Commander Quentin Washington. We got a distress signal. I need you to calm down. We are here to rescue you from the boat.
He's
If you
resisting.
do not-
He's just like a wild dog, just screaming and shaking and trying to get free of the lieutenant.
What is the safest way to knock out a person?
The
That'd be my
doctor's done it
department.
once.
If only we brought the doctor.
Does she look at me with that question on her face?
Absolutely.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move up and put him into the chokehold that does not constrict the jugulars, but just like the airway and help him go to
So
sleep.
you start squeezing, and he's not sure what you're doing. You're making it harder for him to move. He should be slowing down at this point, but he's not. You hear the snap of the zip ties, and you're startled by it. You're around his back, and you feel his arms coming out from between the two of you, right? Because you're behind him. Commander, you're staring at him as he's holding like this, and he just goes up and he takes his fingers into his eyeballs and just gouges them both out. Let's take a 10-minute break.
Oh.
So, Commander, you're staring at him. Lieutenant, you're not seeing this, but you're seeing the motions, and he
Blissfully.
comes up. You can hear his fingers go into the soft of his eye, and they just pop out. They're still being held by the strand nerves, and he just pulls them off and just drops them, and just blood is coming out.
Not come out, Nikki!
I'm trying.
1d4 for both of you, please.
Every inch that he moves, I try to strangle him a little tighter to prevent this from happening.
1d4 stress.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's 3 for the commander. And 2 for the lieutenant. As you're squeezing him tighter now, it sounds like, Lieutenant. Trying to speed up the process a little bit.
Yeah, ideally.
Yeah, you're able to cut off enough blood to his head that he knocks out. But there's a tremendous amount of blood coming out of where his eyes used to be, and they're rolling on the ground.
Doc, what do we do when someone rips out their eyes?
What?
Someone just ripped out their eyes. Blood is everywhere.
I'm laying his head on the ground and like applying pressure while she's
Captain, get back here. I need you to watch over this patient while I try to see what I can do about somebody who ripped out their eyes.
Sure. I'll head down to the med bay.
Yeah, and there is no med bay on here.
Sure.
It's just like a backstate. I think it's probably like a place where you guys would
Oh.
nap. Is
Sure,
probably
yeah.
where you have him. There's 2 bunks there.
I might suggest you pull your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You still got him strapped.
Yeah.
He's got an IV.
Mm-hmm. And I run, trying to get over to the other ship.
Just so you know, this one broke out of zip ties, so straps may be insufficient if they have an episode.
Well, that's nice.
We're also in the bunks.
Thanks for the info.
I run over and
Dr. Christ,
try
you
to
run up,
see what's
you
going on.
climb the ladder, you get back up onto the Ex Ferry and run across this foggy front deck. It's icy, it's a little bit slippery, but you're able to navigate it. You throw the main door open, run in the hallway. You can hear them in the stateroom. You have no trouble finding them. And Lieutenant's holding him like this. His head is tilted. He's knocked out, and just blood pouring down his face.
So
You can see the eyes on the floor.
yeah. So I go into my bag and I pull out gauze and try to pack. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Pack the sockets and
Yep.
wrap them up.
Sedative first, if you don't mind.
Oh, he's unconscious.
Wetting the
Come on.
eyes.
He's unconscious physically. I would like a medical solution to his unconsciousness because there's 3 of us here and 1 of us on our boat, and I need to go back to
give
our
him
boat to make sure the captain isn't by himself.
I draw the shot and I give him a shot. I
Save the
also
eyes. I
Yeah.
gesture to them on the floor.
Not my job.
Pick it up.
take one of the specimen bags or something and I plop the eyes in it. But what I
Okay.
want to do is I think I have a sample collection kit. I'd like to capture some of the blood and maybe some of the tissue
Okay.
and seal that up so that I can test it once I get back.
Understood.
And
Captain, go ahead.
I draw my weapon.
So he's dead
Not
weight
easy.
in your arms, Lieutenant. His head is wrapped.
Once he is sedated, then I need to go back to our boat to make sure that
Okay.
nobody is by themselves. Unless Commander, you want to go back, and I'll stay here with the doctor.
Well, we need to take his body back with us.
It's not a body until they're dead, Commander.
Actually,
Okay, so are we all
Commander,
going back?
Okay.
Commander, I suggest we not take anybody else back to our ship till we know what we're dealing
Okay.
with.
Yeah.
Okay, is there an infirmary on this particular vessel? Or
There wouldn't
med?
there wouldn't be.
There wouldn't be.
No?
So
No. First aid kit maybe.
Rig?
I think we're just going to have to lock them up in a room.
I
So, like,
It's a research vessel. Yeah, that makes
we
sense.
should have our boat should have some level of expectation to be able to pull some number of people aboard to rescue, right?
Mhm.
So we have room for people.
You do.
But this guy just pulled his eyes out, Captain.
Yeah, no, I got that part.
still our job.
Yeah. It's also our job to prevent the spread of contagion. So inclined to go with the doctor on this one.
All right.
It's up to the captain, though.
No, that sounds good. Find a place to keep him in. We'll check the ship to see if there's any others.
I gesture to the bids that is in front of us.
Yeah. Commander, would you prefer to be the one to go back, or should I?
I can. You go ahead, go back. You go ahead, go back.
Yes, ma'am.
'Cause we still need to rig this beast up.
Yeah, you will be more helpful with that than I will.
And we also
Lieutenant,
need to
you-
find out. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to Lieutenant heads out.
Yes.
Doc.
We need to find out if there's any more survivors on board. We need to try to get all of these people in one area so we're not surprised.
Craig, was there a like a roster in that logbook? Like, would we know how many? Like, we have a specific list of people.
Yep.
Okay.
There's 10 crew, including the scientists.
All right, so I'll relay that information just so that we have, we all have a good idea of what, the number of people that were on this ship when we started or when they started.
And there's been no bodies that have not been hallucinations thus far.
Correct. You
I've
have found
been dying to know, is the submersible there?
the submersible is on the deck.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hooked up to the crane.
Okay.
Do we have a way to, search for anything online from where we are, like a phone or?
I think you would definitely have probably satellite.
Okay.
Worth trying.
Because I want to search, and I'm going to actually go to some of the more obscure places.
It's
And,
not finding a satellite.
Okay. Well, that's awesome.
So it's working,
Mhm.
but cannot connect to a satellite.
Does this guy have any tags on him or any identification?
He does.
Okay.
He's a first mate justice.
Okay.
Part of the crew.
So, go ahead.
Captain, you can write down that we found First Mate Justice.
Yeah, I'm imagining that there's like a whiteboard somewhere, and I've jotted down the names of these people,
Got it.
and so I've crossed off the captain, and now I'm crossing off the first mate, so we at least know where these people are, and we'll.
Perfect. Are you marking who has eyes and who doesn't, or no?
Of course, I mean I put little eyes next to the captain, and I put a little circle around the eyes for the first mate. It's very artistic. It's my talent. It's a gift.
So I put my hand on Washington's shoulders and look into her eyes. We're going to have to do something here, and you're not going to like it.
What
We
do we have
need-
to do?
We need to take a sheet, wrap it around his neck, and tie it to a bed so if he tries to get away, he's going to hang himself. Because we do not need him running around. I know what you did. You told me what you did before, and I covered for you.
Well, you got me by my, excuse the French, balls here, doctor. Fine. Fine.
Not a word of this to the captain yet until we find out what we're dealing with. Understood?
Understood. We could just tie him with said bed sheets to the bed.
My understanding is he ripped out of zip ties.
You can still see the plastic around his wrists.
The last thing I want is for someone to sneak up on you and I while we're trying to search for other people. Because you know as
That's
well as I
fine.
do, if he breaks out of those or if somebody can break out of those zip ties, they could snap our necks in a matter of seconds.
It's also the fact of the matter he did not speak a lick of English.
So I get the bed sheets and I start working on it.
So, Lieutenant, you come down the ladder. You go to the back of your boat. The captain's there, setting up the whiteboard and kind of staring at it, I assume. The other captain of the Inferi is strapped with an IV and still knocked out.
I just come in and nod at the captain. I'm here to make sure that nobody is alone at any given time, as little as possible, but he's in charge. And his markings on the accounted for crew and the number of eyes remaining, I think does go for my head, actually.
Stretch, we got 8 more unaccounted for. I want to at least know that they're here or not.
Yep. So you're in charge, Captain. Do you want? I would prefer that we not leave anyone alone as security officer, but if you want me to sweep the lower decks, I will.
I'm trying to decide if we think we should leave this person alone on our ship, which sounds like a terrible plan.
Yeah, I would maybe use a couple notches on my zip tie counter if we were going to do that. Or I mean, if there's a room that locks from the outside.
Do we have a place like that, Craig?
Yeah. I think that would be something that you guys would have on there. Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Let's lock him up, and then we'll the 4 of us will search twice as fast.
Yes, sir.
After I tie the guy up, I reach over and I pat you. I'm sorry I had to do this, but we've got to get this moving. Who knows who else is out there, right?
You could have just asked, and I would have agreed with you. You pulled that shit again.
And you're like, the doc is the lowest rung on this ladder.
That's a big play to pull out in that moment.
That was strong.
The vibes are not pristine over on the other boat right now.
So you probably got a good 5 minutes, Doc and Commander, before Lieutenant and Captain make it back to where you are. Are we staying in the stateroom? Go ahead.
I want to go to the submersible.
Okay.
Because that was in the logbook. That was the last thing they did.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. I will pull out my gun as we're walking.
And I'll pull mine as well.
Well, let's have the 4 of you meet on the main deck. The submersible is a good 15-foot tall. It's kind of a bell-shaped. It's got engines in the back, so it can maneuver itself, but it's built to remain tethered to the ship. It is built for deep sea submersibles, and at this part of Lake Superior, I mean, this is the deepest of all the Great Lakes. So you would need, if you wanted to get to the bottom of this trench, you would need a submersible like this.
Captain, was there anything good in the logs?
Pretty standard stuff. They said that they were going out. It was 5 years today exactly. Was the last entry. They were going to go out on the deepest part of the trench, but no results posted.
This is impossible.
This is impossible. So we're gonna look over the submersible. It's like the hatch open? Is the hatch sealed?
The hatch is closed but not sealed, right? So it doesn't look like you'd have to turn the wheel on the outside to open it. You could just lift it up. You'd have to. There's like indentation ladder marks on the side of the boat, on the side of the submersible to get up to the top. Probably holds 4 people. It has no windows or anything. This is strictly just a deep sea submersible for collecting samples and things like that.
What's the capacity?
It should hold 4. Pretty tight though.
Don't wanna.
Interesting.
Don't wanna.
I'm the low man.
Fascinating.
I'll look in.
Yeah, we should definitely look in. I am not convinced that I want to get in.
No, I can look in. I wouldn't want the doctor to slip, fall, break his hand, and then can't do his job. I'm
Oh,
gonna go
speaking
inside.
of Greg,
I gave
before
you a look.
before we open hatches on submarines, I sat quietly by myself with the
You did.
with the good captain for a few minutes.
You
So
did.
I'm hoping that I can restore my
You can.
HP. Otherwise, this will be a short trip.
Okay. You can restore your head protection. Commander Washington, you put your feet in the holds and you climb up the side of the submersible. Kind of a bell-shaped seal at the top. It's got a large wheel that you would use to press and then close the wheel to seal it, to make it tight. You lift it up. It takes 2 hands. It's heavy. And the condensation kind of pours off the top of it as you tip it open. There's a smell inside. It's kind of acrid. You can't quite place it. And you look down and you see the top of a man's head sitting in what would probably be the center console area.
Contact up here. And I'm going to position myself in case I have to take a very quick step back. And say, soldier, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Wait, this is a research vessel. I assume you're talking to. Where are you talking to?
Inside the submersible.
All right.
There's a man inside the submersible.
Everything kind of happens really quick. Can I get a quick deck save from you before I decide what happens here?
Sure can't.
Nice job.
I've succeeded.
So he looks up as soon as you make noise at him. And you see the wet muscle structure of his face because there's no skin on his face. There's no eyes in his head. And he leaps out, reaching for you, but you are quick enough to pull back. What the other 3 of you hear is you hear a banging inside. You see Commander Washington pull back, and you see hands reaching up and trying to crawl out of the submersible.
Oh, it has no fucking skin. And I'm going to
Level guns
climb down.
I'm
One
waiting for a
D4
shot.
for me. Stress damage.
Yeah.
I knew I should have freaking gone first.
What's that do?
-3.
Ooh, you're at 1. So you're going to take 3 stress damage. After you lower your control by 3, I need you to then make a control save to see if you get fallout.
Did that roll? Hold on.
You should be able to just click on control. There you go. Okay.
Oof.
That is a fail.
Or 3 luck.
Or 3 luck. You tell me.
Let's see what happens.
All right.
More interesting, isn't it?
So you pull back and I imagine almost fall out.
Falling.
Yeah. Why is it? Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's taking notes. Can't
Now
be
I'm
good.
adding her fallout, which I need to equip, so it takes up a slot.
What
He's
is
hiding his
that?
rolls from us, so we don't know what he's rolling.
I
He has to
know.
make this public.
I know the mystery rolls.
You fall back and almost fall, but that was a good save though on your deck. So you're able to kind of scramble down, and as you scramble down and pull away, you're screaming, he has no face, right? He's climbing out. Lieutenant, what did you say you were doing?
Oh, my gun's out. I'm taking a shot as soon as I have a target.
Okay.
As soon as I hear he has no face.
Got it.
What choice of words?
He's about to emerge. Are you married, Commander Washington?
Yeah.
Reluctant, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
In the aft, at the very back of the boat, is your husband. And he's like sitting on the edge of the back of the boat, and he's waving you frantically to come to him.
I stop and look, and I'm like, Robert? And I
He falls
start,
off the back of the boat.
I'm running that way.
Washington, where are you going?
You run to the back. You see his body floating in the water. I need a control save. This would be a really good one to make.
Oh,
I will spend 3 luck.
Okay. So, and don't forget, you failed to save before, so make sure you add a luck for the failed save.
Yes.
Okay. What does that put you as your current for your luck?
Craig getting better.
11.
Okay. You feel an unbelievable urge to jump in the water after him.
Mhm.
But you stop yourself. This doesn't make sense. He can't be here. This can't be real. His body is still floating in the water. It has not gone away. Unlike the drowned people that you saw when you first got in the boat. Lieutenant, you were going to say something?
Just color commentary. I'm waiting for my shot, although I am, I think, closest with Commander Washington on the boat, so I'm a little more dialed in to how she's doing. So I'm grokking that she's running away. I was kind of hovering nearby because I'm kicking myself now because I should have been the one to open the thing, and I let
And I would normally
Consensus.
do. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just I wish that I had done my job and been the person to open the thing. That's all.
You were dialed in waiting for this person to leap out of the submersible, but you've gotten slightly distracted. I need a 1d6 and a 4, 5, or 6. You're going to shoot before he jumps out.
Well, I got plenty of bullets.
Okay. He pops out, and it's as I described to the commander. You can see the sinew of the muscles, all of the reddish glistening on his face. You can see his teeth because his lips are gone, and the hollows of where his eyes are as he's climbing out. Go ahead and roll your damage. So in the system, there is no roll to hit. You just automatically hit.
Did you say that on a 4, 5, or 6 I shoot before he comes out?
You shoot as he pops out. So
Oh, as in a 4, 5, or 6 is
as in before he gets you.
correct.
I interpreted that as I shoot,
I also
like,
did.
instinctively before there's
No.
even a shot of it.
No. You wanted a 4, 5, or 6.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad I got one then.
So you fire your gun, lower a bullet. and it hits him in the shoulder. He's in kind of a civilian clothing, like a heavy jacket. He's not dressed like the first mate and the captain were. And you shoot him and he continues to climb out, but you can see the blood. You can see that you did hit him in the shoulder as he's trying to get out. Captain, what are you doing?
He's still moving.
He is almost out of the submersible at this point with a gunshot to his shoulder.
I think I'm gonna have
All of you get to act before he does.
I think I'm gonna have to shoot at him as well.
Let me get a 1d6 and lower your bullets by 1. You do 1d6 damage as you hit him.
This button.
This hits him in right in the center of his chest. It knocks him back. He's off balance, but he's 2/3 of the way out. He's almost got his waist up there, but he comes back up in a way that somebody should not have come back up after getting shot in the shoulder and shot in the chest. Doctor?
I'm gonna take a shot as well.
Okay, 1d6. Let's do it.
Poor guy has no face.
Not our problem.
Okay, that gets past the hip protection, and it actually does strength damage. For non-player characters, when they take strength damage, they do a strength save. If they fail it, they're dead. If they make it, they keep going.
Oh, secret roll.
So you fire. The first shot was in his shoulder. Second shot was in his chest. The bullets went in. The blood is there. He gets up. The doc shoots square between the eyes, and he collapses. His body falls. Half of him is in the submersible. Half of him is not. We can see the blood running down the side of the submersible the same way water would as it was being lifted out.
I want to try to pull him out of the submersible because I want to see what's in there.
Doctor, please.
I think for killing him, I do need a 1d4, please, for you, Doc. Stress damage.
Are you sure?
Are you positive?
The doc might have done this before.
What does that do to your hip protection?
It takes it down to 3.
Okay. At this point, Commander, your husband's body has drifted into the fog.
This makes no sense at all. Them shooting at the guy behind me, I pay no attention to that whatsoever. Yep. I turn around, I look at the dock. There has to be a gas leak in here. There is something horribly wrong that is happening within this ship, on this ship.
Let's get off of the ship for now. Captain?
Yeah, let's get off of the ship.
But we still have 7 people unaccounted for.
We do.
We can't help them if we are out of our minds.
We can't
I'm not
help
worried
them.
about
We
helping
have
them at
to
that moment.
gun down 7 more people.
Good question. I wonder if the people on the submersible
Well,
are among the crew.
We'll rig her up for tow, and we'll take her back with us, and we'll have more
You're
people
gonna-
who can deal with it.
Captain,
Yeah.
with all due respect, you're going to take this back to civilization? I mean, we don't know what we're dealing with here.
Let's talk
These
about
people
it
are out
on-
of their minds.
They can bring specialists. They can bring whoever they need. At that point, we won't let people off. We'll just bring it close by to shore.
Yeah, but we can't decontaminate. We're going to pull into port carrying who knows what in this ship.
We can pull it nearby port and undock it.
We can talk about this on our boat.
Our boat.
Please, I can pull rank on commander. I cannot pull rank on the captain. Please.
Let's let's get out of here. We'll talk about this on the boat.
So we're leaving the body parked on the submersible. What are we doing?
I'm not.
Let me
touching
at
it.
least
I'll
look
leave that to
inside to
Doc.
make sure there's nobody there.
Go forth.
All right, let's
Well,
do
there
that.
was somebody there.
Somebody else there.
All right, well,
And you expect them to be doing better?
so is there room for like us to collectively pull this person out of the submersible?
What do you mean room?
Well, so like I gather there's like steps up the side, but like could two people get
You
to the
wouldn't
point where we
it-
could leverage him
one
out?
person could get up there, but I mean his hands are like eye level with you, so you can grab his body and pull him out. But if you want to lift his legs out, one person can get up top.
All right, well let's do that.
But why?
So that we can see that there's no
Okay.
one else inside and
Okay.
close it up and have our counts and move on.
Yes, sir.
So, Captain, do I have permission to go up and look?
Look is what you have permission to do. Don't go in there.
Okay. So I climb up and bend over and look inside.
So you look inside. You see what you would expect to see. You see the 4 chairs. You can see all of the equipment. Nothing's lit up. The submersible is not powered on. Don't even know if it could be powered on. There's a med kit on one of the seats.
There's a med kit. I think we're going to need it. We're going to run out of supplies.
No, we're gonna leave that right there. Good. We're good. There's no people in there. We're gonna close this thing up and we're gonna move on.
Doc?
Captain, we need supplies. We don't know what we're dealing with.
Are we out of medkits?
Mystery supplies from a submersible that's been lost are not helpful. That's an order. Come down.
This could be a safety issue, Captain. With all
make
due
me pull you
respect,
down,
sir.
Just so I'm clear, you're suggesting that the crew's safety requires you to go into that submersible that had this person.
What I'm saying is there could be 7 or 8 more people on board this ship. I do not have enough sedative. I don't have enough medical supplies to keep the 4 of us safe. I'm not pulling rank. I'll do whatever you tell me to do, but this is what I'm saying.
Right. If it comes to that and you run out of sedative, we can come back and we'll deal with this, but not now. While you still have supplies on you, we're not going in there.
Okay, I slam the top down and
Do we seal it?
walk down. No.
The 4 of you are on deck. Going down the ladder. Leaving the body just laying there on the deck.
I'll go last.
Yep.
Head down the ladder. You're in the front part outside. You're last, Lieutenant, and as you're headed down the steps, you look and you notice Commander staring off kind of into the distance. Commander, I need another control save, please.
Oh, it's gonna be a continuous thing. Okay.
But why?
Yes, my bad rolls.
You just feel like your husband's out there. Part of you wants to jump in the water, but you stop yourself. Just so you know, mechanically, you have 1 stability as long as you're not on open deck. But when you are on open deck, you're going to be making those control saves not to jump in after your husband. That's your fallout.
Okay.
But if you're
A lot worse
inside,
than I thought.
you have 1 stability.
Okay.
Stability is like armor for stress. So if you take 4 stress damage, stability just absorbs 1 and it doesn't get reduced. So we get back inside.
Mhm.
Lieutenant, talk to me about this distress, or who was it? Who did someone put like a distress signal or a message on a loop?
Yeah, I sent a recording saying that
Okay.
we were investigating a distress call. It came from these coordinates. I try to keep the description of what the call itself was vague enough so as not to.
And it was made
make it
before
sound
any
like
of this
we're
shit
crazy.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you just kind of half check and you can see it's still going. It's still
Any
broadcasting.
responses or like I should check in on that and listen for a few minutes to see if anyone's responding.
Just static.
Well, I got to monitor it for a few minutes to be sure.
I'll check in on our guest just to make sure he's still where we left him and secure.
He is KO'd.
Great.
I want to talk to. How do you pronounce it? Is it Quinta?
Oh, Quinta.
Quinta. I want to talk to Quinta quietly.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Pull the
okay?
commander aside.
Are you okay?
You're the doc here. Is this a gas leakage where we're hallucinating? Because I saw my husband jump into the water, and it's really taken everything in me not to go in there.
I don't know what this is, but there's got to be a natural explanation for it. You know that. Whether it's gas or who knows, this ship has been out to sea for so long. Maybe it's some sort of fungus. I don't know.
Have you seen anything?
I slipped and fell. And I don't know if I saw anything or if it's because I hit my head. But listen, there's a natural explanation for this. You know this. Come on. You're an engineer.
No.
You know this.
Yes. Yes. All right. Natural explanation. A ship that went missing 5 years ago is back. It's extremely steel. And still has fuel. It still has people. They're
I
not
don't
in their
know.
right mind.
Still has power. I'm eavesdropping.
Shut up.
And power. This is not.
I know, but you and I both know that we approach problems scientifically.
Yes,
There's
I
an
know.
explanation for this, and I am so sorry if I upset you a while ago. I should not have I shouldn't have done what I did. But I felt I
Agreed.
was panicking, and I'm really worried about all the other people. There's got to be more people on that ship.
If I agree, there has to be at least 7 more people on that ship. But if we are wounded or hurt, we cannot help those people. And you did say it yourself. If it is contaminated, we can get it close to port, not dock with it, close to port, and bring in a bigger team. You didn't see the guy rip his own eyes out.
But I saw the guy with no face get up and move around.
And what, did I hear 3 shots and he kept going?
Well, to be clear, the other 2 just kind of winged him.
Okay, fair.
Dead-eye Doc over here.
I smile, you know I'm teasing.
I know. I smile too. It is a logical explanation for all of this. Do we have gas mask? So when we inevitably go search the ship for more people.
Give me a luck roll. Give me a luck save.
God damn it.
You do not.
I should have jumped in the water. I would have passed. Okay.
All I want to be careful of is I do not want to be the crew that unleashes the next.
COVID. Anything.
This could be worse than COVID. You know that. I mean, these people
I
are tearing their flesh apart.
and we are not
My God,
equipped.
it was Ebola.
And it's just 4 of us, and we're not equipped to find the 7 people, sedate them. Hell, we have one of them on our actual ship.
I think we should probably move him back, don't you?
What is he? Sedated? Could he speak English before you sedated him?
Yes.
We might be able to ask him some questions when he wake up, but if it's a contamination, then I kind of like say it louder so everyone hears. Then we all kind of just messed up heavily.
Mm-hmm. I do not want to be the ones to unleash this.
What's the captain think?
I think what he's gonna do is ask Kraus what he wants to do then, since this is as he's so eloquently trying to put it, a medical situation. That these people might be contagious, and so what does he think we should do? If we shouldn't bring these people back to specialists, what should we do here?
Do we have a little place where we can sit and just kind of chill for just a second while we talk?
Yes,
regain
you
some
guys
hit
can restore your
protection.
hit protection.
Oh, thank God.
That's not what I was thinking, but that's good.
It was what I was thinking.
Oh, I did.
Could not hurt.
A question, Craig.
Yes.
Because I failed a willpower roll, I wouldn't gain one, right?
You don't. You would gain it on the luck roll. Yes, you would gain it. You just can't spend luck on a luck roll. So
Perfect.
the 4 of you are on your ship. Commander, it feels good to be inside. You feel really uncomfortable
Yeah.
out back.
Okay, guys, I don't know what to do, but here's where my head is. And I'm sorry for my dog.
That's all right.
I do
got
not
him.
want to release any contagions on the population. I mean, that we learned in 2020 what that could do. And COVID was not as scary as some of the other things out there. And we have been contaminated. If there is something here, I want to do an investigation. We need to find the rest of the crew and figure out what's going on. There's got to be an explanation for this.
But we're not equipped to find the answers, Doc.
We're the ones that are facing this issue. I
So,
mean, do you want to
Doctor,
take this ship back? Do you want to take this back and potentially infect your families?
Our mission shouldn't be to find out if there's a contagion here and what it is. It should be to prevent any hypothetical spread, right? And Doctor would know best how to do that. But we don't need to be investigating and crawling into every corner. We just need, for my job is to keep the 4 of us alive. That's it.
And that's true. My only concern is while we're trying to stabilize or do whatever we're going to do, I don't want somebody who can rip apart zip ties coming up behind me.
But
That's my concern. That's why that's why I want to find out what's going on with the crew.
and to be fair, we are already contaminated. So
Hypothetically
If-
contaminated.
Right. If there's a contagion, we've been exposed.
a guy bled on your arm as you held him when he ripped out his eyes. We've been around open blood, breathing it in. We moved a body that we expect to be contaminated. Am I missing something here, Doc?
No, I don't know what's going on. I mean, we've all seen something. Is it gas? Is it some sort of spore in the air? I don't know. But I don't believe there's anything supernatural going on. I just can't believe that.
Wait. Why would you bring that up?
Because the people with their
Who brought
faces
that up,
ripped off.
Doctor?
Can I tell them what's going on? Can I tell them what you saw?
Go ahead.
She saw her husband at the end of the boat, and he jumped off the boat and floated away. You remember, I fell and bumped my head. I don't know if I saw somebody tackle me or if the bump on my head caused a thing. But we're kind of hallucinating here, which that ratchets this up even higher, wouldn't you think?
Okay. In the interest of transparency, I did see Nancy earlier tonight in a similar state, vis-a-vis the missing eyes. I had logged it away at the time as a psychological problem, but if this is something we're all experiencing, then I
It could
agree.
be
we need to take it
physiological. It could be. Who knows
I
where
look
this
at the
ship has
captain.
been?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Captain, care to share?
No, I definitely I would have sworn that that ship was taking on water, and
Right.
the deck is as dry as it could be.
Right.
Captain, you see a flash of light from outside.
Like as
It's
in
quick.
on just a flicker of light, and it's like from the ship. one
No.
person?
From the lake,
Oh, that's
opposite from the ship.
swell.
And you look out the window, and it looks like a searchlight. And it's coming closer. You're inside, so you can't really hear anything.
And are we at like stations or in like a?
I'm envisioning you guys were kind of below deck. I had you kind of outside there. I assume you're right outside, maybe the quarters where you got the ex ferry captain locked up.
Okay.
And you're not below deck, but you can't see out the window. The flashlight kind of lights up the cabin a little
Mhm.
bit. And as you kind of step back up towards the pilot house, you look out on the window and you can see there's a searchlight that's, I don't know, maybe 500 yards away.
Great. So I guess I want to check like, I don't know, boat radar things to see if I can see anything about that.
Your boat's off. There's no
Okay.
lights.
Wait.
Wait, why is our boat off?
The entire console is dark.
Oh.
It's definitely a searchlight. The light sweeps again.
And all my lights
Flares.
are out now.
All the console in the pilot house are is dark.
Washington, can you see what's going on with the power?
Yeah, I'm gonna run down to the engine room.
You'll be running up, but yeah, the pilot house will be at the top.
Running up.
So you get up there. Captain's kind of standing there. The whole thing is black. You immediately get down on one knee to look under the deck.
Yeah.
And at some point, someone has torn all of the console out from below. So there's just wires and components everywhere on the floor under the console, and bloody handprints.
Someone sabotaged us. Everything's been ripped out. We can't go anywhere.
The light sweeps
Someone?
again and lights up the pilot house.
Is the captain still tied up?
It's bloody
You go to
handprints.
check. The captain is still there.
What do you mean, someone?
Bloody handprints ripped out everything from underneath the console.
This is why we have to find the rest of the crew.
Unfortunately,
everybody-
I can't go anywhere.
Everybody gather up, please.
The light's getting closer.
Maybe it's.
I'm going to go
help.
out and try to flag down the approaching ship in view of the three of them from the window. You two keep your eyes on the entrances to this room, please.
You get back outside, and it's every time you go from inside to outside, Lieutenant, it's just remember just how effing cold it is and how bitter that wind is. And luckily, the fog that seems to be over the Inferi is not here. You get out on the deck, you can hear the boat approaching. By the sound of it, it's a boat probably similar in size to yours. The light is not sweeping anymore. It's now shining in your face.
Okay, I have my flashlight. I'm doing the SOS into it.
So the boat slows about 40 yards away, 35, 40 yards away. And the light's still on your face. And you hear what is likely a blowhorn. Identify yourself. Woman's voice.
This is Coast Guard ship USMC 122. Lieutenant Nicholas Scratch. We're in need of assistance. We received a distress call from this location, and our boat has been sabotaged. We need assistance with both our own boat and with the recovery of I almost say Ex Inferis. I choose not to. This vessel.
Who's on board with you?
There's 4 crew members and 1 recovered survivor from the vessel.
It's quiet for a while. The engine starts and they start moving closer again. Identify yourself again.
It's Lieutenant Nicholas Scratch, the U.S. Coast Guard.
Boat slows. The light comes off, and now because you're not blinded, you can see the fully powered Coast Guard boat. It's about 20 yards away from you. There's a woman in uniform similar to the captain's. Obviously, she would probably be the captain. Your lieutenant, Nicholas
Yes, sir.
Scratch.
Yes, ma'am.
Where have you been? Are you okay?
The 4 crew members are uninjured. There is an injured...
How is that possible?
I'm afraid I don't understand, ma'am.
Your boat's been missing for 5 years. I need you to put your hands up.
Doesn't feel like we've been missing for 5 years, ma'am.
Let's go to credits.
Oh. Pretty sure.
I don't know about that. I gotta go save him.
Back.
Confident that it looked like him.
All right. We're gonna obviously coordinate to schedule episode 2 on this. So we got to find out what's going on. You guys are 4 ticks on a 6 doom clock. So I definitely think it'll probably.
No, I
be
thought you said there was a doom clock in this game.
2 episodes. Yeah, you should have visibility. I don't know if do you have visibility to it on the
do.
PTT? Okay.
Not on No.
Where?
No, we can see it on
No,
Twitch.
it's on the Twitch though.
All right, maybe
I
I
have
maybe
to
have not made it visible to you guys, but yeah, you're 4 ticks out of 6.
Probably fine.
Yeah,
That's
you're
my
perfectly
life.
fine. Let's start with thoughts, stars, and wishes. Start with Jimbo.
Oh gosh, it's getting super tense. I was not thrilled with the number of party splits we've had so far. That's less than ideal, but it is definitely how this kind of movie goes. So, the mechanics are interesting. It's always, something to me when I feel like our stats are in the 10 to 12s and it's like, oh, you're rolling a 20 and you got to roll under. I'm like, ugh. Oh, and they're going down. I'm gonna steal the easy star and it'll be Kevin's blackmail moment where he just says, no, we're gonna do
You
this
dick.
horrible thing. It's like, oh, he's that doctor.
When did you feel most in the game, Jim? Was there a moment that really kind of sticks with you where you just really felt that you were looking through the eyes of the captain?
I think it was that moment when this person's coming up and Deke is running off and we're all like, well, we're clearly going to have to shoot what is most likely a civilian in order to move forward. That was a pretty tense moment there.
And wishes. What did you get that you want more of? What didn't you get that you hoped for?
I would love to get some answers, but I have no idea how we're gonna do.
Common feeling in these.
It'll definitely be interesting to see how the interactions go with this new set of Coast Guard people. That'll be interesting to see what happens there and whether they try to stop us from continuing to investigate.
Kevin, thoughts, stars, and wishes.
Oh, this was pretty cool. I enjoyed that a lot.
What worked for you?
Well, I didn't expect we were going to go back in time. That threw a pretty huge wrinkle in it.
Or forward in time.
Yeah, I don't know that we've
Forward
gone
in
back.
time, whatever.
The rest of
It's been a
time moved on
very-
without us.
Very long day.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Yeah, that surprised me a little bit. But I kind of like the tension in the crew when we were all sitting around the table at the end, and I think that's probably my start. It felt like we were in the movie Alien, right? Sitting around the table waiting for the chest burster to come out. That's what it felt like, and that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. So it'll be interesting to see where we take it next time.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, what did you get you want more of? What didn't you get that you hoped for?
I want to figure out what's going on, because the doctor does not believe that this is supernatural, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only one that said it.
I want to get on the ship and explore. I want to see what else is out there, because there's got to be something down in the bottom of that ship that's creepy crawly and is going to destroy us.
We're gonna freaking get in that submersible. It's absolutely inevitable. We're gonna end up in that freaking sub.
Precisely enough room for 4.
Yeah, funny.
How about for you, Dika? Thoughts, stars, and wishes.
My thoughts. This is fun. I wasn't sure where it was going, which I enjoy about these games, but not where it ended. I also wonder. I was like, okay, in a horror game, I know we're not going to be able to use our technology, but darn it, we're going to try. But also, how are you going to keep us here on a boat? Like, what if we just leave? And then that was easily answered when everything was destroyed from the console settings. So I really like where it's going. I don't know what else is going to happen, but it makes sense that you gave us so much of equipment to just take it away. Because now we're arrested. Makes sense. Stars. It's like I don't want to give it to Kevin because that was just such a great moment. But God darn it! It came so much out of left field. I
It
was like,
changed
"Whoa,
the
wait,
vibe.
what? What?" So I am going to give it to Kevin, though there's other things that I would also like to say. Um, DZ character is like, we're together, we're two at a time. We got to make sure I have to make sure everyone's safe. Let's go. That was great. And Jim finally putting his foot down from all these
Mhm.
other strong personalities.
Thank
Of
you.
really, I am Captain. I am Captain Kim. Wishes. I can't wait to see how this ends. Um, and what else we have. Like, our conversation was so great at the table,
Mhm.
trying to figure out what this is, and then just to learn that we're now 5 years in the future. I just can't wait till we play next. That's it.
DZ, last but not least, thoughts, stars, and wishes.
Yeah, what a wonderful, perfect stopping point, right? Yeah, that table conversation felt like the moment where the sci-fi horror movie pauses for a second and the characters just take stock of everything that's happened so far and try to figure some shit out. Like you say Alien, to me that it's that scene in The Thing,
Right.
I think, the movie where, like, okay, let's all take a breath, we're all together and talk about what the hell is going on. And I love that scene.
Dr. Krause pulls a battery out and starts stampling your blood.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it might as well have, because it was that scene to me, and I love that scene. It's my favorite one. I mean, Kevin has enough stars, but I'm not going to give it for the same reason. Actually, my star for Kevin is about his insatiable curiosity and the willingness to disobey or challenge orders because he wants to know what's going on so bad, like just to slip off. Like, we can do a little doctory stuff right now, right? It's like, it's okay. I really got a kick out of that. I wrote down a star for Craig saying, "Have you communicated the coffee cup or the bones? And is your gun out?" What a fascinating pair of questions to ask. That really tickled me.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the escalation has been immaculate.
Good.
Like, I knew more going into Recursive Transit and The Chair than I did going into this one. So I knew the least about what to expect here. And man, this kind of story is right on my alley.
Yeah, I just got, so this was a Kickstarter, this zine, and I got it in the mail, and just was flipping through it, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta run this now. I put the casting on immediately. It's,
not knowing much about it, it's like, why did Craig choose this one? Because Craig has very good taste in what he wants to run. So what is it about this little, what we're given as players?
Yeah,
what
I'll tell you right now, what drew me in is it felt like different horror than what I've been doing with Liminal Horror, right? It's got a different feel to it, super cinematic feel to it. Like, it's interesting that all of you guys kind of, I felt like we were in a movie. I felt like this was a very cinematic scenario.
Yeah.
I also have not run horror recently where you're dealing with capable people, not innocent people, not teenagers. There's a level of capability here that I think is really interesting. And obviously there's things you don't know that hooked me hard too on this, which I'm sure you will know by the end.
Yeah. And about like the party splitting and stuff, I like that the scenario forces the party split based on, like, if the players are behaving tactically like a Coast Guard crew would, then there is a party split, just, naturally. I love that.
No question. And for those watching, thinking of running this, I am drawing this out a little bit, as I often do. This definitely could be done and played in 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours. I like giving my players breathing room, and that's how we end up with scenes like at the table and things like that. But I don't want you to think that you have to run this over 2 or 3 sessions. You can run this as a one shot. Definitely. I'm seem incapable of doing that. I
Oh,
like
why
to
would you?
linger. I like to linger. All right. So this is the first of 3 games in a row this week. As we get ready for the holiday. Tomorrow is Monster of the Week. I am telling you, if you are not watching Monster of the Week, it's some of the best play we've had on this channel. The system is shining. We're having an absolute blast. Talk about cinematic. It feels like episodic supernatural TV, X-Files type show. Highly recommend you check it out. It's episode 9 tomorrow, but you can go back on YouTube. You can catch up real quick. And then, of course, Forbidden Lands on Thursday. So you'll see Jim and I back. Episode 46 now, Jim, I think. We left things in quite a spot. And we're going to have a very interesting episode on Thursday. And then on Sunday, the last episode before Christmas is part 2 of the Screams of the Children, Cthulhu Dark Scenario. And that has been quite a view. So if you've not watched that, Cthulhu Dark and Liminal Horror are 2 of my favorite systems right now. They're very different horror, but I really am enjoying both of them. Anywho, Lou, see you guys tomorrow night.
Howdy friends, thank you for watching. All our content is archived and organized in playlists on the Third Floor Wars YouTube channel. Check it out. And if you could like, follow, subscribe, and even set your notifications to this channel on YouTube and Twitch, we'd appreciate it, and it'll make sure that you catch all of our content. I talk with creators, designers, and experts across the gaming landscape in every episode of our podcast, Tabletop Talk. Open up your favorite podcatcher and search for Tabletop Talk from Third Floor Wars. Support your creators. They make the content you love, and it's your support that makes it happen. If you want to help us, go to Third Floor Wars on patreon.com, and you can help us for as little as $1 a month. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Take care.